Hi guys, welcome back to Just on Tarot. We're going to be doing the fire and water signs for the blue moon. Alright, we're going to see what's going on. Make sure to check your other placements to kind of see the full story. But we're going to be starting with Aries. Alright, take what resonates. Please leave the rest. And hopefully it's a good blue moon for you guys. Alright, what we got going on for Aries? Zodiac sign of Aries. Did I already say take what resonates? Leave the rest. I don't know. My mind's going blank. Anyways, it's for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, or Saturn signs, whichever you prefer. I don't know much about astrology, but we're going to go with it. Alright, we have Speaker World into Being. Thoughts are messages. I feel like that's kind of the message. And forgive. Whether you have to forgive somebody else, or just forgiveness for general. But allowing yourself to speak your world into being, it's kind of like manifesting. And that's first quarter moon in Gemini. Oh. And I like that when the moon's like this. I don't know if you can see it really well, but it's kind of like a yin and yang type of balance. And this one on the bottom, this full moon in Pisces with forgive. I like it. These little fishies floating around for Pisces. But it's really pretty. And I love that tide, that water. It's kind of like the more you forgive, the more it opens, or more it reveals. It's kind of like the ebb and flow. Alright, speak your world into beginning. Being. Or beginning, maybe you're starting to. Alright, give me one card. I'm not going to take all that, but I'm going to take that. And that. Alright. Definitely balancing something, Pisces. Pisces energy. It might be Pisces season, actually, that all of this kind of comes to fruition. So balancing out your spirituality and practicality. Can't read today, but you can't see the two fishies and the moon. So, sorry. So we have new moon in Gemini with communication is key. And then we have time to take action, which is new moon in Aries. So I feel like it's kind of a full circle moment. So maybe something happens in Pisces season. You start taking action in Aries season, and then you kind of see where you're going with Gemini, or you allow yourself to open up in the Gemini season, or whenever you see this. But definitely speaking your world into being plays a part with that communication. I really like it. Oh, let's see what the tarot has to say. All right. Tell me about this first quarter moon in Gemini. Speak your world into being. 8 of Wands. I like that. Communication. With the moon. Interesting. Not taking all that. One more, please. One more. There we go. Ooh. I like that. 3 of Cups. With the Page of Cups. And pages are about messages. I like that. I feel like this is maybe you're starting to get out there and have some love for something, open opportunities, imagination, being creative, kind of opening to the possibility of new ideas. This could just be you opening up to love in general, you know, and I feel like it's been kind of like a rough journey along the way with that 6 of Swords. You know, maybe you're starting to have some kind of mental clarity about what you're driven to build, or even driven to plant. But definitely feeling the vibe of you're kind of getting in tune with the things that you want And it's all about messages. Maybe you're starting to receive some messages right now, or you're putting messages out into the world. And with the moon card there, I don't know. I keep hearing illusions with that moon card and the 3 cups. And the Tower showing up. I feel like it's a sudden shift or a change. Whatever this speaker rolled into the being, it's definitely some kind of sudden shift or change. Maybe a knockdown of a foundation in order to rebuild a more solid, stable foundation. And it starts with communication, because communication is key here. It definitely starts with messages, whether you're hearing those messages or you're putting those messages out. It's kind of like, I'm not really kind of uncertain where it's going to go. It's kind of like an unknown path, or breaking through the veil of some kind of illusion. It also talks about the subconscious, you know, and what's going to make me happy. Where can I get out? Where can I do things? What joy, love can I spread type of energy. And the universe is telling you to have the willpower to create something solid. The Queen of Wands is like, or the Queen of Pentacles. Why did I say Queen of Wands? I think it depends on your confidence level also, with that popping into my head. It's like, what action can I take to nurture what I'm trying to build type of energy. I really like it. But you have to be able to be open to hear whatever messages. And I feel like whatever messages, those are your subconscious messages. And kind of focus on, I feel like the joy, the aspect of what you're hearing. You know what I mean? Like, hear your subconscious messages, and sometimes they're kind of negative and kind of tend to tell you, it's like holding yourself in fear. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I will find it. Give me a minute. Okay, here we go. Whatever you are moving to, what you're driven to move towards, whatever you're settling up in that boat for, I feel like it's wading through some kind of deep down subconscious emotion that allows you to really start to bring in this joy and playfulness. And it's about allowing yourself to speak it into existence. I don't know if that makes sense. It might for some of you, maybe not a lot. So, and this might be the love for yourself or the love for another person type of situation. It's definitely interesting. I like it. It's not, it's kind of weird. It's definitely about communication. I feel like it's listening to your subconscious also. I don't take that for what it's worth. All right, tell me about this. Communication is key. Ooh. Page of Wands. Not taking all that. That's a lot. Very burpy today. I don't know why. I feel like it starts with a single message that unlocks the subconscious, that allows you to have a little bit more joyful energy. It's really getting clear about the path you want to take. Maybe some higher learning. and a choice to end some kind of cycle that you've been stuck in. It's like having it on loop, and it starts with communication and then time to take action. We have the Six of Wands, the Page of Wands with Four of Pentacles. I feel like that's about, I want a victory. It's what I'm going to keep striving for, but I'm holding on to something, or I'm holding back from something. And the universe is telling you to, whatever you're trying to build, move past whatever illusions you've been holding on to in order to feel some kind of joy in your life. But you have to be open, you have to communicate in order to get some kind of victory, to take action in what is driving you and holding you back. See, I told you I'd get there. You just got to bear with me. But it's going to take some introspection and allowing love to kind of flow from you. I talk with my hands too, so bear with me. All right, do I have anything else for the beautiful Aries? Ooh, it is a choice. Whatever you do is a choice. But use discernment. Be honest with yourself. Be real. All right. Let's get you some oracle cards, if I can pick them up. All right. What do we have for the beautiful fire sign of Aries? What do we have for Aries? On target. Follow your ideal life path. So whatever you're starting to speak into your world, or whatever you will start speaking into your world whenever you hear this, know that you're starting to be on target the moment that you start listening, the moment you start hearing, the moment you start pushing through whatever subconscious fears you're holding on to. All right. We have Mystic Star for communication is key. Harmony in the home and great friendships. I feel like the more you communicate, the more harmony it does bring into your home, and allows you to really, even really just in friendships in general, you know, communication is always really, really helpful. Don't over communicate, because I have a bad habit of doing that, so don't do that. But it's time to take action on that. And then we have little luxuries. Generates luxurious experiences and surroundings. I feel like that's about embracing life's little luxuries. That could be just, you know, going outside. It could be going for a walk. It could be sitting down and watching your favorite TV show. It could be going for a drive. We do have the Eight of Wands here. All right. We're going to get you an affirmation card for Savages and see what your affirmation is coming in after the blue moon. All right. What do we have for Aries? What affirmation do you have for Aries? I don't wait for doors to open, I kick them down. I like it. So, maybe you should stop waiting on the doors to open and just go kick them down. Don't do it literally. That's not nice. All right. That's what I have for my beautiful zodiac sign of Aries. We are moving on to the Leos. My beautiful Leos. What do we got for you guys going into this blue moon? I just ate, so I'm also like super stuffed for some reason. Like, oh. Right. Alright, one more. Alright, what do we have for Aries for their highest good? What can you tell me? Give me one, please. Alright, we'll take it. Ooh, it's you. Go wild. Full moon in Leo. I love it. Let your fears dissolve. Full moon in Cancer. So it might be possible that around Cancer season, you start to let some of those fears resolve. And once you get into your season, that you start to embrace who you really are and who you want to be. With that, go wild. And I love it. I don't know if you, I don't think you can see it, but it has like this rainbow around the moon. It's really pretty. All right. What do we have for Leo? A fiery climax approaches. Climax approaches. I don't know if I can say that on there. Full moon in Aries with look at the bigger picture. So getting clear about something. And that fiery climax could be just something you're working on, something that you've been trying to do. I feel like with allowing your fears to dissolve allows you to be you. Going wild. Maybe that's wild on your creative side. Don't be going wild on the other side. You know what I mean? You know? And then you start to see the bigger picture. Everything just kind of illuminates for you. And that might be what that fiery climax is. It's kind of that, like, resolve period. Alright. Let's see what we got with for Go Wild for Leo. Tell me about this Go Wild, please. We have a judgment call. I feel like that's releasing something, but we're not really kind of in touch with our intuition. 2 came out. This might be about building towards past love, past life type of energy, nostalgia. I feel like that's kind of a different message. I feel like you kind of have to go through, like you're looking at the past in order to kind of build something new, something solid and something grounded. But I think you need to do a little bit more healing first. It's kind of a weird message, but whatever. All right. Give me one more on this, please. Five of Cups. So we have Judgment, High Priestess in reverse, and the Five of Cups. We have the 4 of Swords and the 8 of Wands on the bottom. I feel like what you're doing is you're kind of getting out of your comfort zone, to be quite honest. It's like fast forward movements in a period of stillness. And that might be what that Go Wild is telling us. You know, once we allow those fears to kind of fade out, we make some kind of judgment call. But with the High Priestess, I feel like it's kind of getting out of the comfort zone, but at the same time, you're not really trusting your intuition on things. It's more you're going with your head and not your gut type of energy. And that kind of puts you back and kind of like you may be focusing on some of the regret of the decisions that you make with Go Wild. You know, I think it needs to be a little bit more balanced also. Oh, I'm going to get one on this High Priestess. Tell me about this High Priestess. I wanted to come out. So, yeah, I think it's... When you go wild, be a little bit more practical about it, too. It's kind of what I'm feeling. You know... It's cool to let go of the fears to go out wild, but don't go so wild as to where you kind of lose yourself. So make good calls for yourself. That's a weird message, but whatever. Alright, a fiery climax approaches. Alright, tell me about this. Ooh. What do we got? 7 of Swords in reverse. A lot of reversals. With the 9 of Swords. I like this. Hiccups. I feel like you're pushing past heartbreak. This might be more towards next Aries season or the next full moon. I feel like you're ending some kind of grief that you've been going through. You know, you're starting to feel more confident, but you haven't really decided which direction you're going to take. And with the Tower being here and the Chariot, we will take that. It's like a sudden shift in energy and direction that you want to go in. So I definitely like it for you. But it definitely takes ending a cycle of heartbreak, a painful ending. So I feel like this is maybe some kind of breakup energy. And, you know, you got tired of dealing with deception and deceit and just decided to move away from it. Like, I feel like this is you moving, getting more clear, and just focusing on your own dreams and wishes. You know, taking some time, kind of taking a step back and letting the energy kind of heal you. I like it. I know it's probably not going to resonate with everybody, and that is totally okay. But for whoever needs to hear it, that's what I got for you. All right, tell me about this. Fire. Go wild. The element of fire heralds new life, renewed passion, and positive transformation. Look at that. No wonder. Trust yourself. Don't make that High Priestess reversed. All right, tell me about this fiery climax. Trink of 5. Manifesting money and income, and the festival creates an energetic blueprint for a fantastic party or event. I like that. It's like getting out, doing things. And there's a 555 there, so it's about change. We have Labyrinth. Transition to a higher level of being, raising your energetic vibration and enlightenment. And that's kind of dissolving your fears. That's kind of like the weirdest read I've had, Leos. I like it. You have 2. While they talk, I execute. While they wait, I take what's mine. While they fight for a spot, I take over the entire industries. So this might be about a job. I don't know. I like it. I feel like I'm not in tune with the fire signs right now, but I feel like whatever is enlightening your soul right here, it's definitely a judgment call to build, but trust your gut, trust your intuition in order to not have regrets. Okay? Don't be deceptive on the actions you take. And I feel like that's going to bring you some kind of fulfillment. Take that how it resonates. Right. We are moving on to my Sagittarius. 24-30. Right. What do I have for my beautiful Sagittarius going into the blue moon? Remember, take what resonates, leave the rest. It's be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And I gotta move around. It's like sitting still. Are you antsy right now? All right. Give me one card for the highest good of Sagittarius. What is it they need to know for the blue moon? All right. What do we have going on for the blue moon? All right. What do we have going on for the blue moon? That's the card I want right there. Okay. Lighten up. Lighten up. Have some fun. With push through any insecurity. I think somebody else got lighten up too, but I don't remember who it was. First quarter moon in Cancer and last quarter moon in Leo. I'm not an astrologist. I've tried. I have successfully failed. That's okay, because I'm still trying to understand it. But I feel like in order to push through any insecurities you have going on, you need to learn how to lighten up and kind of let yourself shine. Kind of what I'm going. I feel really antsy. Why do I feel so antsy? What am I doing? All right, give me one card for Sagittarius. For their highest good. What's one card, one message, please? All right, we have, you're very close to it, achieving your goal. Give us moon. I like it. It's really bright. I kind of like that. Oh, that looks really super cool. You know when you're like camping and you're laying down and you're just staring up through the trees and you see this moon? And it's kind of like everything lightens up for you. It's really cool. And then we have faith in your dreams. I love that. And there's a little butterfly flying in there. It's really pretty. I don't know why that caught me like that, but that is just amazing. So lighten up. You're very close to achieving your goals. I like that. All right. So what we got going on? Ooh, everything flew out. Let's try that again. All right, tell me about this lighten up. What do we have for Saggies? Ooh, we have the Magician. I love it. Love it. Ooh. We have the Four of Cups. I like the Magician. You see those trees down there and they have the butterflies. It's kind of like, I can't think of the name of the saying. As above, so below. Something like that. And then you get the Four of Cups. It's kind of like working through, I'm hearing like nothing's going to hold me back type energy. I don't know what that's about. We have the Strength with the Six of Cups on the bottom. Broken heart. I feel like if you've been dealing with something that's a little bit painful, like it doesn't have to be a big major broken heart, you know, you have the ability to remove those swords. I think it's just about giving yourself a little bit of love, or focusing on the love that you can give yourself. And I feel like that's what that lighten up is trying to tell you. So whatever you're trying to create, like, I think it's about the understanding of the emotions that you have to go through to find your own inner strength type of energy. And I really like it. Probably not going to make sense with everybody, but definitely really like it. All right, tell me about this. You're achieving, you're very close to achieving your goal. Yep, there's that Six of Cups coming out again. With the Eight of Swords on the bottom, I feel like this is about getting out of your head too. So the more you get out of your head, the more you kind of lighten up that energy, and the more you're able to manifest. You know, this might be a feeling of some kind of missed opportunity. This could be just you not looking up and kind of seeing what the world has to offer, and kind of taking a moment to really focus in your own strength, like tame the beast that's inside you type of energy. But when it comes to achieving your goals, I feel like this is about you also like learning how to love yourself. The Seven of Swords, I feel like it's about the planning or the strategizing of a certain situation. I don't really feel any deceptive energy unless it's deceptive towards yourself. And that's it. One more, please. And the Seven of Wands. A lot of sevens. We got some sevens with the Ten of Cups. It's about what you're willing to give and receive for your own happiness, and what you're willing to step into. Like, where's my path headed? Am I willing to jump or take the risk? I did see the Emperor in there, so I'm going to say yeah. You can build whatever you decide to create. Knight of Pentacles showed up too, so it's definitely about having something solid and structured, knowing that you're able to build it, create that kind of happiness. But it's kind of slow progress. So maybe take a chance to lighten up, push through whatever insecurities you have in order to create the world that you want. And kind of, I feel like this is kind of that releasing of those insecurities. The Four of Cups with that Strength card. It's like having the strength to kind of push through. You know, you're definitely achieving something in your life, but it's a healthy balance of love. It's the sixes to me are like the kind of push and pull type of energy. What love am I willing to put forth type of energy? And then the swords are about that mental clarity or the mental portion of it. And what am I willing to keep pushing through? I really like it. It's really, really just beautiful energy, you know, but be confident. That Queen of Wands, like, create your life. All right. See what kind of oracle deck we got going on. What message do we have for this lighten up? Happy love. I'll read it in just a second. Give me one for your closing. There you go. All right, on the bottom we have fire. A lot of fire for fires. All right. The element of fire heralds new life, renewed passion, and positive transformation. I feel like that's that lighten up mood. Find something you're passionate about. Happy love, a joyful, stable partnership, and good friends. And maybe that's what you're trying to bring in right now with that lighten up card. Okay. Earth. A lot of elements here. Ask the element of the earth for grounding, stability, and strength in the times of chaos. So I like it. Definitely really cool. You are missing pentacles on here. I feel like you're taking a chance to light up. It really allows you to create a loving world for yourself, but you got to have the strength to build that. And then the more you build that, you're more closer to achieving whatever it is you're trying to build here. Love doesn't have to be just a relationship. It could just be the love within yourself or love for a project that you're trying to create. But you definitely need to get a little grounded with that earth card there. Says not that one. This one? Yeah. I don't clock in, I cash out. I make money, work for me, not the other way around. I am the CEO of my life. Every move is a power move. I love that. Be the CEO of your own life. That's really awesome. All right. That's what I have for you, Sagittarius. I'm losing my mind today. All right. We are moving on to the water signs. Right. Here we go. All right, moving on to Cancer. 36. Hi, Cancer. How we doing today? Knock that energy right out of there. All right. How are we doing for the sign of Cancer? It's going to be for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. I hope all is well today. All right. Take what resonates, leave the rest. I'm getting blinded by the light. All right. What do we have for Cancer? For their highest good. Give me one card for their highest good for Cancer, please. There we go. All right. Relax. Oh, what's that song? Relax, go to it. Something like that. I don't know. If you know what it is, please tell me below. All right. Be open to change. I love that. New moon in Cancer. Relax. And open to change. New moon in Aquarius. Love it. Maybe taking some time to relax. Enjoy your surroundings. And being open to change. I'm a Cancer sign. I know how. I'm open to certain changes. I'm going to say that. Change tends to make you kind of crawl back into your little crabby shell. So, I definitely get that. All right. Give me one card for Cancer for their highest good, please. What is it they need to hear right now? Okay. Show the world the real you. I love that. Full moon in Aquarius. New moon in Aquarius, full moon in Aquarius. On the bottom, we have nothing will come of this situation. Void of course, moon. Interesting. I feel like the universe is telling you to relax. I feel like with that nothing will come of this situation is that over anxiety of something. Be open to change and be open to who you really are. I don't know what this nothing of this situation will come of this situation is. So the more you stay in fear, and Cancer is ruled by the moon, so it's kind of your own energy, so it's kind of like leaving yourself stuck there. Like, allow that to breathe and relax. All right. Tell me about relax. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Pentacles. A lot of Pentacles. Are we focused on our money right now? We have the Two of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles in reversed. I feel like this is, you planted your seeds. You planted something. Seven of Pentacles is all about planting. It's planting roots, growing. And I feel like you've made some kind of decision to I don't feel like it's negative with that 10 of Pentacles, or that it's unbalanced or not coming in or anything along the lines, but I feel like it's more of a decision not to focus on it type of energy. Oh. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Cups. I feel like it's about whatever you're nurturing, you're definitely emotionally content with it. Let's get one on this 10 of Pentacles. It's the Sun. I like it. I feel like this is you're like not worrying about any type of obstacles in the way. We have Judgment popping out with it, and the Wheel of Fortune. It's kind of like I'm going to see if I can explain this so it makes sense. It's like, okay, so you plant a tree, all right? It takes time. It takes watering it, nurturing it. You can't spend your entire life watching it grow, and I feel like that's kind of what this Two of Swords is you're making a decision to just kind of let it be what it is, and not focusing on how am I going to build this, and just kind of allowing it to build itself. And I feel like that's what that relax card is. I don't feel like it's like a loss of money or anything like that, so don't panic. You've made some kind of judgment call that when it happens type of energy. I honestly, I really like that for you. And that's maybe why it's telling you to relax. Just kind of sit back and relax. Like, you planted it. Get out of your head about it. Stop focusing on how to build it. You know, it doesn't mean stop working on it. It just means, like, let go of the expectation of it. You know? But whatever it is, I feel like it definitely is your wish fulfillment and brings you a lot of joy and celebration. You know, this could just be a major reunion coming into your life. All right, show the real you. Ooh. We have the Ace of Swords with the Tower. Ace of Swords popped out in reverse. So it's kind of like maybe not being clear on all of the goals that you want. And there's some things that you have to maybe change or restructure and get balanced. All right. Show the world the real you. Four of Cups coming out for everybody. Okay. Okay. I think whatever you're trying to create, you're getting some kind of new perspective on it. You're seeing a new perspective. And you're still willing to take the leap of faith. But there's some emotions that you have to get through in order to get there. And I feel like you're pushing past it and you're kind of seeing past the illusion of a situation. And it's really just kind of putting you in a very good, emotionally content spot, and allowing to show love to the world, allowing to show love to yourself, and being loving. I really honestly like this energy for you. Definitely feel like it's allowing the energy to kind of flow to you. You know, this could be just a pause or a break in the situation and then keeps you pushing forward. But definitely showing the real you is about, I feel like there's something you're going to have to let go of in order to see some kind of opportunity that kind of illuminates who you are and puts you into kind of a joyous state of mode. I don't know if that makes sense for everybody, but yeah. All right. Ask the element of earth for grounding, stability, strength in times of chaos. So definitely need to get a little grounded. Okay, with relax, we have triple spiritual, listening to the divine wisdom and joyful learning life lessons. We have the festival, creates an energetic blueprint for a fantastic party or event. It's like you getting out of your shell. It's like I've been holed up there so long. I've been stuck in worry and doubt, and finally the light's shining through. I don't see the sun card, but I definitely it's like looking past the illusions, and it puts you in this more joyous, like he wants to go out and dance, he wants to create, he wants to send love out into the world type of energy. I really like that. I feel like something has to change within you, or something has to end in order for this nothing will come of this situation to move forward. But it definitely it feels good. I like it. I think it's about the over focusing on something. All right, give me an affirmation card for Cancer. Woohoo! What we got? I want that one. Thank you. Oh, I am the blueprint. There is no competition. There is nobody else like you. Everybody else is different. I don't need permission to be born great. I was born for this shit. So whatever you're trying to do, or whatever the seed is planted, I think it's also telling you you're the blueprint. You create what you desire. All right? And you don't need permission. You know, you were born for that shit. All right, that's what I have for my beautiful Cancerians. I love you guys. My lovely crabs. All right. Remember, stay out of your shell, okay? It's okay to relax. But eventually you're going to have to show the world the real you. All right, we are moving on to the Scorpios. 40, 10. My beautiful Scorpios. I say crabs like have the pinchers, but Scorpios have those spiky tails. I don't know, man. I don't know which one can sting more. All right, this is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Please take what resonates. Leave the rest. All right. You know when you sit a while, you have to kind of maneuver around a little bit? All right. What can you... Attend to the details popped out. So whoever needs to hear that, attend to whatever details you have going on. All right, what can you tell me for Scorpios for their highest good? One card for the Scorpios for their highest good, please. There we go. Believe in your good luck. I love that. First quarter moon and Sagittarius. I like it. And then reveal what needs to be seen. Remember holding back on something that reveal needs to be seen? But you need to believe in luck right now. And your good luck. Alright, tell me about Scorpios. Give me one card for their higher good, please. Meditate and contemplate. With believe in the impossible. I love that. I feel like when you take a chance to sit down and you meditate and you contemplate, that allows you to open up to what needs to be seen and kind of pushes you in this mindset that you believe in some kind of good luck, and also about believing in the impossible. So it's a really cool kind of message. So we do have new moon in Pisces, and we do have the blue moon. I love that. Blue moon, believing in the impossible. Yeah. All right. So we got going on. Believe in your good luck. Tell me about that. Right. We got that Four of Swords. What's that meditation? All right. What do we have? 4. I feel like I always get scatterbrained after I do the long reads. I think I need more time in between them too. I feel like you've taken some time to meditate, contemplate with that Four of Swords, that you're trying to venture out on an adventure. You know, you're planning, you're plotting, and I feel like you're just kind of going out. Maybe you're catching up with friends, spending time with family, having fun. The Four of Wands is like a union card, but it's also a drive to kind of get out. I feel like you've created this like beautiful, loving energy around you. You know, and sometimes it's not very clear about how you've built things, and it's kind of like an eye-opening awake to who you are and what you're building and what you're striving for type of energy. I don't feel like that's going to make sense to everybody, but I really like it. Alright, we have meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the Chariot. Ooh, and we have the Eight of Wands. I like that. The Two of Cups. And the Ten of Pentacles. I love it with Queen of Wands on the bottom. So, I feel like you are feeling super confident, super driven, super motivated right now. I feel like this has to be, doesn't have to be, but I feel like it's about having some kind of soulmate connection, or just feeling the love of how you're going to build. I feel like you're really super focused on loving and creating right now. Like, having that solid, really awesome foundation, actually. It's, maybe you're drawing in your soulmate. Maybe you do have a current soulmate and you feel like there's just something super solid there. Type of energy. And it makes you feel really good. And after a time of the meditation and the contemplation over here, you know, you get this King of Pentacles energy. It's being structured, solid, kind of like I always feel like he's kind of like the diplomat. I'm not sure if he actually is or not, but he feels like it. Like he knows where he's going. He's driving that boat. The beautiful sunflower over here. And he takes action, but he knows where he's going. And I feel like it's also about communication with this Eight of Wands. It might be passionate communication. It could just be communication in general, really. but I definitely like it. It's like after this phase of your meditation and your contemplation, you know, you kind of know where you're going and you want to get out and you want to celebrate, which kind of aligns you into being this King of Pentacles, this energy about knowing where to go, knowing how to navigate that. With the Chariot, it's like putting that action behind it and then putting the words behind that. I really like that. That's a really good read for you guys. You know. Alright. Anything else for my beautiful Scorpios? It's like putting the offer out into the world. It's like you take that time to do the inner work and you start to trust your intuition, or you allowed your intuition to guide you. And that brings in some kind of offer, which I believe is that good luck. All right. We have the Sun card. The golden energy of Sun brings you fame and fortune. I like that. What else do we have? Ooh, successful career, a happy working environment, pay raises, and promotions. I like that too. So I feel like you're starting to get happier in your outside life and being it's starting to show into your career life that makes you more successful. Philosopher's Stone, powerful manifestation of wishes and goals, harnessing universal energy. I love that. So definitely really cool. It's definitely believing in the impossible. And look, I also think that Scorpios are probably some of the luckiest zodiac signs. All right, that's what I have for you, beautiful Scorpios. I like it. All right, moving on to the Pisces. 57, 40. All right. Hi Pisces, how are you guys doing today? Welcome to the channel. All right, we're going to be doing your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Please take what resonates, leave the rest. I feel like I have to do the intro for every video. For those of you who are used to watching tarot, you kind of know how it goes. So, what do we have for the beautiful Pisces going into the blue moon? All right. Give me one card for their highest good. What do they need to know? I don't know what that is, but we're going to take it. Talk less, feel more. Last quarter moon in Pisces. Think it through. So, maybe you need to take a step back and really think about things, and maybe I think this is about, let's see if I can figure out how to word it right, is kind of sitting back and being silent and allowing yourself to feel gives you the opportunity to think whatever the situation is for you. All right, give me one card for Pisces for their higher good. You're going to hear all the chit-chatting in the background. That's okay. A win-win forecast. I like it. And full moon in Libra. Emotions are running high. All right, kind of down below. So maybe there's some emotions that are kind of running a little high right now, and you're having to take a step back to really kind of think things through and allow the emotions to kind of process in order to have some kind of win-win outcome. Okay. We're going to see what the tarot has to tell you. Yeah. You know, I feel like you don't have any love for any kind of toxic situations anymore. And that's only because the page was facing the other way. So, that's alright. Alright. What do we got for this talk less, feel more? We have the Knight of Cups. You have the Three of Swords with the Five of Cups. Or, sorry, the Five of Pentacles going on. That light is so bright for me, guys. I feel like you're moving away from some kind of heartbreak, a situation that kind of left you out in the dark, maybe left you in the cold. And since I said Five of Cups, I'm going to say like in some kind of emotional regret about a situation. I feel like you're moving inwards to decide where you want to give your energy, what kind of push and pull you're willing to deal with. You know, because everything you've been kind of carrying is somewhat of a burden right now. Might not be your burden to carry, to be quite honest. The Knight of Cups, I feel like this is you being more to open loving yourself, but knowing that it's might be strategy based for you to really kind of put some forward momentum into allowing yourself to love and feeling that flow. Right now, I feel like you're closed off with communication and closed off to building anywhere that just doesn't feel good at the moment. When it comes to a win-win outcome, this King of Swords and the Empress in reverse can also be just like very scattered mental energy about creating something new in your life, and that's kind of maybe what you need to start thinking it through. I did not have reversals on my deck, so this is very interesting. We do have the Judgment, the Four of Wands, and the Four of Swords. Fours might be really important for you right now. I feel like this is you not willing to compromise your joy and your comfort zone. I know that sounds really, really weird, but that's kind of just how I'm feeling right now. Is you are making a judgment call, period and point blank, to not compromise your joy or your comfort. And I know that sounds weird, and that's not usually what they mean in reverse, and that's fine, but that's what I feel. So that's where I'm going. You are focused on your own happiness and what kind of structure do I need to knock down to build it. I really kind of like it, to be quite honest. It's really nice. And it's definitely about getting out of your head. That anxiety of a situation, some kind of past situation. What is this situation? Swords, Six of Pentacles, and the Devil. We have the Emperor on the bottom, so I feel like maybe you were dealing with somebody that was super stubborn, or I didn't really feel like it was you, but it could be. Flip it and reverse it however you need to. But I feel like this was a super stubborn, kind of set in their way type of energy. And look, the Five of Cups didn't show up. You know, and it's kind of leaving you in kind of like a regretful situation. And what the universe is really trying to tell you is be very clear about who you're willing to give your energy to with that Six of Pentacles. And because it could be toxic. type of energy. I don't know what my doggy's doing over here. Come on. Come in. You gonna hang out with me? Okay. So, in order to get the Sun card, the happiness card, which is the happiest card, I feel like there's something you're gonna have to tear down in order to rebuild. A situation that leaves you high anxiety at the moment. And that's about getting very clear about where you're willing to build and what toxicity you're willing to cut. I don't really have anything other than that. But it's definitely about maybe cutting out some kind of communication, allowing yourself to kind of think it through so you can kind of sort through whatever emotions you have going on. Because the emotions are high right now. But I do see a win-win outcome for you. And I feel like that win-win outcome is making that judgment call to not allow somebody to interrupt your joy or your peace. I feel like that was specific, so take it how it resonates. We have self-confidence. Strong self-belief and a sense of worth. And then we have, what do we have for a win-win outcome and forecast? The festival creates an energetic blueprint for a fantastic party or event. And I feel like once you go out and you spend time with people who truly love you, that's kind of the win-win. Is not allowing somebody to hold your effort and energy that does not deserve to hold it. I don't know why I reshuffled that, but whatever. Fairy magic. Respectfully work with the fairies or elements to achieve your goals. Fairies to me is like getting out in the wilderness. Maybe going for a walk. I know it's kind of weird. I heard this one thing one time. It's a really long time ago, but it's kind of like I was on my own healing journey, and it was about getting out and going for a walk and just talking to a tree, because the tree doesn't talk back. It listens. And I know it sounds weird. I don't know. See how it goes. All right, let me get your affirmation card. We have, I don't cry over closed doors. I move on and build my own empire. I love that. Don't cry over closed doors. All right. One door closes, one opens. All right, Pisces, that's what I have for you. You guys have an awesome weekend. Thank you.